Hey, I'm Alex Radical from Board Game Co.
I'm Professor Meg.
And today we're diving back into the world of Divinity Original Sin. We are picking up where we left off, and if you don't know what that means, make sure to go ahead and click on the link down below because we already did the tutorial playthrough, and now we're continuing, well, like I said, where we left off. We'll catch you up to speed, we'll tell you what we did because there is a bit of an interlude phase, picking your characters, all those fun things that we'll keep you up to date.
We're gonna get there.
Before we do that, please keep in mind, this is a sponsored playthrough as we continue to dive into this world. And with that, basically, where we left off last is we ended the last scenario, the ship sinks, your adventure awaits, the tutorial's over, you can choose new characters, new origins they're called, which Meg was originally planning on keeping her own. But did you do that, Meg?
I did not.
She didn't do that. She folded like a stack of House of Cards poorly built.
Yeah, I looked through, and we had a little bit of time between the two plays, but after thinking about it and looking at the characters, I decided to go with the dwarf guy, the barbarian beast, which I very much usually go barbarian, but I rarely go dwarf. Yeah. So, but I was able to, I don't know if I should just jump right into it, but yeah. We were each able to get these level 1 cards.
Yes, now keep in mind anything over here cannot be seen on the top camera.
So we were each able to get these level 1 cards, and that was part of like the in-between phase. And I got a black cat summon ability. So I now have a dark familiar that I can basically swap places with it. It can't be attacked or killed when it's on the map, and I can use it to almost teleport back and forth to where it is.
Yeah. Basically, when you start new origins, you do a few different things. You pick your origin, you pick a weapon, you pick a chest gear, which we've done. They're basic, boring stuff. They're just, I have a crossbow, you have a...
I mean, I'll show you guys. I have an earth staff and a traveling cloak, and they match.
Well, if we're doing that,
I'll
go ahead and show you mine too. Yep, there we go. So
these match well, and also, if you're ready for me to brag, I also got this traveling trinket necklace, and it matches the color of the gem is like this green color. It's the same color of the cat eyes.
It was meant to be.
It was meant to be. I'm matching so well.
But then past that, the other thing you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and choose, you're going to choose some items, 4 level 1 items and a skill, a talent. So we've chosen talents. I've chosen arrow recovery, which means my person can pull back arrows. So instead of losing their arrows, once per round they can reuse effectively an arrow that they use, which leads into some other decisions we made. But then I went with, for my character, I went with Huntsman and Scoundrel as my 2 skill classes. To be clear, you can choose any 4 level 1 skills. You don't have to choose from 2 skill classes. So as not to overwhelm myself, I went with 2 skill classes for right now, and I may branch out and play around with things as we go through things later. What did you do?
And then my talent is, as I said, that dark familiar one. But I went with polymorph and two-handed. Now polymorph I already enjoyed. It's that one with the tentacle lash. And the two-handed I just enjoy. But I almost went for the summoner one, but that kind of conflicts with my cat, so I chose not to do it.
You know what I'm realizing? I don't think I realized until now, but I'm pretty sure I also chose the class I used. I think I used Scoundrel last time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I used Scoundrel, I'm getting Huntsman. So we both reused one of our skill trees, incidentally. It's worth noting, I chose Ifan over here. You chose, I think you said already, Beast. And then we went through a marketplace phase in between...
Beast. And we're going to say Lil Beast.
Yeah. In between location regions, you're going to be able to go ahead and do an interlude phase, which we went ahead and did. We paid all of our gold to be able to go ahead and go to the merchant, check out some items. Meg got an additional hood, the leather cap. Yep. And I went ahead and got some blinding arrows because I can pull them back. I want to use my talent while I had it. It's worth noting you can respec whenever you move from scenario to scenario. You can respec whatever you want, which gives you complete freedom. You don't have to sit there and worry about, being locked into this. Like, this is like Diablo 4, I think. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, and it's honestly not too complex. That I think if you wanted to, it's not overwhelming, even if it's later in the game to have to go back and build up a higher level character.
I definitely plan on exploring some more skill trees. I just wanted to keep this one a little simple. But with that, we're going to go ahead and dive into it. We now finish, when everyone's ready, resolve an interlude phase. Already done. Go to the Shipwreck, page 3. This is going to be the page where you can choose all your characters. We went through this last time, towards the end of the last video, and we are on level 1, and we specifically have this gorgeous little aesthetic thingy, and we head to the Shipwreck. Now, Meg, do you want to go ahead and read that while I grab the Shipwreck cards?
Oh, goodness.
Goodness is right.
Shipwreck. You wake to the sounds of waves crashing. As your eyes flicker open, you squint from the blazing sun and take in a beach littered with the shattered remains of your ship. Sitting up, you sink slightly into the hot sand that stretches out along a tropical coastline. Instinctively, your hand goes to your neck, fingertips grazing the metal collar that suppresses the amount of source magic you may cast. A sigh of relief escapes your lips when you discover you are still in possession of your equipment. Now to salvage what you can find of value from the wreckage and determine your path forward. Depending on what dangers lurk in the wilds of the island, Fort Joy may prove to be a safe harbor yet. You catch a glimpse of the looming presence on the distant hill. One way or another, a choice must be made before the rising tide forces one. Now, that is interesting that even just in the text of it, it describes that you should have your source collar and you do have all of your stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. I like it. One of those things are nice because we were just discussing right before we started, like, do we have our source collar intact? Is it broken yet? And so basically it kind of gives you a thematic aspect of reminding you where things are. But we're going to go ahead and take out the Shipwreck location deck. I did that while Meg read. We're going to set the time tracker to 10 based on being a 2-player experience. We're going to place all our origins on location 1, the Shallows, and then we're going to reveal journal cards 38, 39, and 40, which I believe are these. Let me see if that's correct. That's not correct. Journal cards 38, 39, and 40. I think I have to go hunting for some journal cards. So we're going to go ahead and do that, which means, give me a second while I think.
While you look for that, I'll say the other thing that it had me thinking where it says it in the text is that it also gives you that sense of like looming foreshadowing that it will be broken and what it's going to be like when you are more powerful. It's like we're as low powered as we ever will be, and it's only going to get cooler from here.
Here we go over here. We got 38, 39, and 40. And then we're going to go ahead and read some stuff over here. Exploring the island. This location has multiple exits that can be discovered, each leading to a different new location where you'll continue your journey. You can only choose one exit to take. Once you leave a location, there's no returning to it.
I hate that.
I love that.
It makes me sad. I like it.
It gives me a sense of loss.
I agree.
It's like Game of Thrones.
You're like,
you only
I love
learn
loss.
to love. Yes.
Hurt me.
Yeah, basically.
It's clever. I like that it's a J and then the number because it's journal.
Yes.
So you know what deck you're...
It is.
That's cool.
Then we have your journal. Speaking of which, your journal. As you progress through the story, you will discover journal cards containing important story events. All journal cards should be kept in the party's journal envelope, where you can review them later. We have that off to the side over there. And then journal cards may have a very symbol indicating different story paths on them. So, Meg, let's go ahead and have you read a story over here. Go ahead, pick one to read.
I feel like we should go in order.
Fine. Read 38, I'll read 39, you can read 40.
While being held prisoner aboard the ship, you overhear 2 guards muttering to each other. Waves crash loudly and forcefully over the side of the vessel, but you catch a snippet of the conversation. Damned seekers running amok, one says. I'd take a bit of seasickness over dealing with the rebels any day. Psh, says the other guard. Our seafaring days will soon be over once Dallas the Hammer crushes the rebellion.
Okay. That's me one pathway. As you are set adrift in the ocean current and descend into its briny darkness, an ethereal voice calls out to you. It is not your time to die. Fate has seen fit to bring you to me, for you are no ordinary sorcerers, nor is this island what it seems. Source flows through everything here. Darken seeks a power that threatens all life in the island, and perhaps beyond. I have chosen you to stop him. Answer my call, heroes. And then lastly, go ahead to you.
Okay. On board the ship, you discover a note about smugglers on the island. The Magisters are investigating their increased activity, noting that their adventures are bringing them further into the island for some reason.
Okay, these are the 3 story paths we can explore in some way. And from there, we're going to go ahead and start. We have some printed environment effects. So we have this right now. We have water damage. That's going to basically, whenever we take water damage in this location, we're going to take 2 more. I also negate water damage because I brought some heavy fur, so I take 2 less water damage. So I'm kind of
Yes, I take less fire damage, which is very helpful in the water.
Very helpful in the water. But then, additionally, we also have multi-card spaces, which is a new area here. This means that when you explore this region, normally when you explore a region, there's a specific card from this deck you explore. But when you explore a multi-card space, there's multiple cards. You choose one at random, and then you just, can explore it multiple times. Which, speaking of which, Meg, do you know what time it is? It's time for us to go exploring on the island.
Adventure time?
Adventure. In general, just a quick reminder, there are 3 types of rounds in this game. There's explore rounds, combat rounds, and rest rounds. In explore round, you're going to move your origin anywhere you want, as far as you can go to anywhere on the island, assuming there's not a locked path, and then you're going to explore that area, but keeping in mind that if you explore multiple areas at once, you may have multiple bad things happen. Who's to say? But time is a limited factor over here, and you're going to be slowly revealing things as we go. As we get to A, B, and C, we're also going to be revealing events, so we have to be mindful of time. Then you have making it combat rounds, which happens whenever there's enemies on the board, and then you have rest rounds, which is where you can spend a little bit of time to recover and get things back and time pass and all those fun things. But with that, I would encourage that I stick in the shallows, because the fact that there's water damage there makes me think we're going to see more water damage there. And I think that I'm a little bit more resistant to that.
Well, you want to know something pretty cool?
What?
I have a black cat now, so if I leave it there, which I will, because I can't move it, I can always just swap back to there.
I love this. I love this plan. So where do you want to go?
So, where would you go for the different ones? Because
I don't have that information yet.
Okay, because I do like the one that's calling to us, but I also like the smuggler one. Those are the 2 that I am,
I say lean into your heart.
But I don't know how to find that.
I just lean in and see how it goes.
Okay.
Just lean, like, inwards. Try. Can you lean inwards? I've worked on leaning inwards. It's one of those things that's leaning. You lean outwards. You leaned outwards. You have to lean inwards. You compress your body inwards. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Otherwise known as hunching.
I was gonna make a tangent, and I think I will. Did you know that I am like extremely dense?
That's not a great sentence. Do you know
that when I was in high school?
Do you know the multiple meanings of dense?
Yes. Okay. And when I was in high school, we did a test for density, and something that you can do for that is we filled a whole like big water barrel thing, and then I had to go into it, completely submerge myself, and then we determine how much water was the difference, and somehow you can find out how dense the person is. Density, And I was the most dense person in my class, which makes sense because I'm compact and small.
I just love the idea that you were the densest person in your high school.
Yep, in my class.
In your class.
That did it.
You were the densest person in your class. You're the most dense.
They loved it.
From all the people, you are the most dense.
The most dense in my honors. I think it was chemistry. I don't know what it was.
I don't think you made it to honors. Anyway. Choose a location.
Let's go to the tide pools.
Go ahead, move your character to tide pool.
Let's go, beast.
Tide pools.
Alone.
Okay, so we're gonna go explore regions 3 and 1. Now, when you do that, you can look at both cards and you choose the order to resolve them. So I have to do mine and randomly. Yours is specific. Mine, I have to shuffle them up over here. So I'm gonna go shuffle, shuffle, shuffle.
Shuffle.
Shuffle. How much stop?
Stop.
Okay, the top card over here is the one we're gonna go ahead and go with, and that's gonna be Shallows number 1. Who wants? Or we can read ours. We can read both and then choose to resolve. So I'll read first. Large planks from the shipwreck have washed ashore here. As you drag some of the wooden boards aside, you discover some broken crates partially buried in the sand. Each origin here may make a challenge roll to search the crates. If no one does, place this card in the holding area. Ooh, I definitely want to search the crates. Okay, I'll go ahead and read yours.
So I'm a little sad about it.
Uh-oh.
It says tide pools. Shallow tide pools offer cool relief and refreshment from the relentless heat of the blazing sun. Crabs scuttle around the wreckage on the beach, their beady black eyes shimmering strangely with source. If an origin here has Pet Pal, flip this card. If not, place this card in the holding area. How do I get Pet Pal? I literally have a pet. I have summon animal, but I don't have Pet Pal.
You're not a Pet Pal?
I want to be a Pet Pal.
Okay.
You know, one of these that I could have taken, the one I almost took, is Speak with Animals, and I bet that would have been that.
I wonder if Pet Pal is going to be something we get in this scenario.
One of these, though, is Speak with Animals.
And do you think that had Pet Pal?
Probably.
I think Pet Pal... The fact that this is a card that is locked, it's the first scenario, right?
I want it.
I assume we're getting Pet Pal from one of these areas.
Alright, so that goes wherever.
Okay,
the holding
so this goes into the holding area where we can go ahead and deal with it later. But you know what that does mean, Meg?
What?
I encourage you to, only for combat rounds. You can only swap with your combat rounds. So you can't jump back to search with me right now.
Oh, that... I figured only when you needed help. Otherwise...
I'm going to go ahead and search for the crates. So I'm going to go ahead and do a search right now. Each origin here makes a challenge roll to search the crates. In general, for a challenge roll, you roll one of each die, but you could roll more if you have certain attributes, which I currently do not. So we're just going to roll 3 dice over here and see what we get. We got 2 successes. We're going to flip this. And we got 2 successes. You collect some coins scattered in the sand, gain 2 gold. So, can I get 2 gold from the crate? And gold is a collective party item, so we gained 2 gold.
Lovely.
Okay. That's card 1 down. That is 1 round down. One round done, which means we're going to go ahead and go to the end of round phase where all events, all statuses would shift. But more importantly, right now, we just lost that. We lost one of our times. Keeping in mind that A is surprisingly close. Things are going to happen to us soon.
Something will happen.
Now I could keep searching in the shallows.
Is A at 6?
A is at 6.
Okay.
I can keep searching in the shallows, or we could or I could venture offwards. I think I want to search in the shallows.
So that card was the only tide pool card?
The only tide pool card.
So I should go somewhere else?
You should go somewhere else.
Alright.
Yeah, the only way a place has multiple cards is if it has this symbol over here. That means it has multiple cards.
So I'll go up to the rock jetty?
Rock jetty it is. I'm going to stay here in the shallows one more time. One more time. I'm going to take the top card this time. And the rock jetty is for you. Because I already shuffled this. I'm just going to do it in order now. Okay. The storm has pushed large portions of the ship onto a craggy part of the shoreline, including remnants of the captain's quarters. Waves crash against the rocks, making the area treacherous, and you weigh the risks of investigating the wreckage against the rewards you might discover there. One origin here may make a challenge roll to cross the rocks. Ooh. I have Huntsman, Animal, Rogue, and Teleportation, and I am not a Rogue, which you think I am, and I am not a Huntsman, which literally my class is Huntsman. Oh, I guess that might mean class. That might mean class. Is class Huntsman good enough, or do I need the actual keyword Huntsman? I don't know the answer to that. I might go with just having the Huntsman class. We'll see. But I'll double check that while you read yours.
Well, This is the only thing I'm curious about is do your future ones have huntsmen? No, you never
That's what
do.
I'm saying. Well, no, not my character card. My class that I chose.
Oh,
I chose a class huntsman.
Oh.
I'll double check that as we go. But in the meantime, you can read your card.
Okay. Rock Jetty. Spawn the following enemies and place this card in the active combat stack. When all enemies are defeated or all origins are down, flip this card. So I'm gonna have to fight.
Okay.
Which
So
I'm
just
fine
make sure
about.
challenge rolls having additional keywords. It says keywords, so I'm not confident about that. But we can choose the order to resolve these, which I say we resolve mine first because you can always pop back to me easily enough.
Yes.
So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and resolve my shallows over here. So animal and huntsman, are they keywords or not? I don't know. I'm not gonna assume they're not. I'm gonna assume they're not. We'll find out later. I might be wrong here. Alright, but I don't have teleportation. Now, just so you know over here, for fun facts, this over here, teleportation, doesn't give us an extra die. It lets you immediately resolve this in your favor. That means that it's an immediate success, but you'd have to play the teleportation keyword down somewhere.
Interesting.
Yeah, or if you have it in some way. But in the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and roll and see what happens. We're trying to make a challenge roll to cross the rocks. That's not the worst. It's not the best either, but it's not the worst. I'm going to go ahead and go here. 1 to 2, move to 4, return this card to the origin deck. Could we not have gone to 4 anyway? We could have gone to 4 anyway. Interesting.
It's just pushing you.
That's interesting though, because like we could just move to 4 anyway. There's no reason we can't.
It's just pushing you
I
somewhere.
know, but it bothers me.
It's like saying go back to start.
Now this then does go back to the origin deck, so some of these cards you have to shuffle back in. So now next time you do this again, we're going to have again that problem. Okay.
That's probably why, because you're trying to have something good happen and it's like, nope, go, nope.
Oh, so like life. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Rock Jetty. We need to go ahead and spawn some people. Spawn the following enemies and place this card in the active combat stack when all enemies are defeated or all origins are down. So here's the active combat stack. Then flip this card. So we're going to be going ahead and spawning a 2-player. We're going to spawn no shambling vegetals. And we're going to spawn a shambling vegetal over here. And we're going to spawn this guy over there. That's going to be a 2-player game. So we're spawning 2 shambling vegetals. Okay, and the slow zone. So let's go ahead and move this off to the side. Let's grab some enemies over here
Vegetals.
from my stack of enemies. So you have to give me a second while I find all
Got
the...
a lot of enemies. A lot of enemies.
Okay.
I could just bloop away.
I mean, you could just move away.
But I think I want to kill them. Right?
Well, you could. You could force them... No, because we go first. They're slow.
Do I get anything? What do you get when you knock them out?
When you knock up both of them... Well, sometimes they have things...
that card flips. That's
Correct.
what it is.
That card's going to flip.
Yeah.
Right now we have 2 shambling vegetals over here. We're going to throw them both into the zone over here. They're going to start with 23, which this guy has...
23 health?
23 health. Yeah, they're not the... These people are a little bit, you know, is what they are. And they spawn... Okay. Spawn the following enemies. There we go. That's 1. And then I'm going to have C over here as well. That's going to be another down over here. So I'm going to pop this down, put them down over here, and we're going to get another shambling vegetal who's also going to be at 23. And with that, Meg, how do you want to handle this situation? Because we are going to go ahead and finish the exploration round and move to the next round, which is going to be a combat round.
I don't go into combat now?
No, unfortunately not.
Oh, okay.
Combat's going to be the next round entirely. We spawned that. Now we finished the round. Because there are enemies on the board, we go ahead and deal with situations, which are baddies. So you go first, because right now, in general, the combat round is going to have enemies with fast are going to go first, then origins, then slow enemies. These were 2 slow shambling vegetals. Okay? So, you're going to go ahead and go first. They currently have 1 physical armor and 1 magical armor, and you can go ahead and smack them.
I would know how if my attacks are magical, right?
Oh, these enemies have +1 magical and physical for each enemy in their space. So, can I go first?
Sure.
Okay, because if I go first... I can pull an enemy closer to my space, and therefore they don't have enemies in the same space.
Okay.
Yeah. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to go ahead and go over here. So I'm going to move 1 to be able to move closer, which I am now closer over there because I got pushed to cliff face. Although I guess I would have been right here, which would have been really closer. So never mind that. Then I'm going to go ahead and spend 1 to taunt an enemy to my space. So we're going to pull C into my zone over here. That way they are no longer benefiting from having well.
I think it's 1.
Yeah.
Because it's enemies in their space.
Move an enemy in an adjacent space into your space.
No. Their armor.
What do you mean? Their armor is for each other enemy. Other enemy.
Enemy.
I'm not sure what you're saying.
Our enemies or their enemies?
This minion has +1 for each other enemy in its space.
But
Our enemies, us or them.
Right, that's what I
I'm
was
gonna
trying
say
to
it's
understand.
them because it says other.
Okay.
Because it's other, I'm saying it's
hearing
them.
it now when at first I thought it was us.
Honestly, that's a reasonable question.
Okay.
But only because of the use of the word other do I think it means them.
I'm gonna move these now too because we're in combat.
But I'm gonna go ahead and I can use my throwing knives. I can use my crossbow. You can only attack with this once per round. The crossbow's not bad either. The crossbow is 2 red dice plus 2 damage. And for each stat I roll, I could blind your enemy too. That's interesting. How far do these people move? They move 2. I don't love that. I don't love the fact that I'm right here. They're going to attack. They're going to roll 3 blue dice plus 4.
I'm gonna kill mine.
Plus 4. You're gonna kill yours?
No, I don't know.
That'd be great. Oh, I don't have a bow. I'm silly. I took Huntsman, which has a weapon that requires a bow.
You have a crossbow.
That's not a bow.
It says bow.
That's a bow.
Keyword bow.
That's a keyword bow. I'm totally fine.
You goof.
Okay. I think doing a ricochet attack, make up to 3 attacks. We make a single target attack with make 3 attacks with the bow against different targets. Oh, it's different targets. Okay. So maybe give me a second while I just look at my stuff for the first time and figure this out. Oh, interesting. Okay, that's cool. If you're invisible, you may re-roll 1 die. Honestly, I might slightly change how I do things. I would do that, then that.
I think you should do it. I'm
just thinking, because I could do that. I taunted. No, I can't, because I taunted. Okay. Fine, never mind. We're fine. I'm gonna go ahead and use a crossbow. Okay, so range 1, so I can attack up to range 1 away. Basically, I'm gonna show you my crossbow over here. It's gonna cost me my remaining 2 points over here, and then range 1 single and 2 red dice plus 2. And because I'm doing a single target attack, I get to roll an extra blue. So I'm gonna roll 1 blue, 2 reds, and I add 2 damage to it. You can only attack with this once per round, and when you attack with this, for each symbol that I roll, add 2 damage to it.
Wow.
So I'm gonna go ahead and target the one in your space. Because honestly, I feel let's do that. Let's target one in your space. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and go, and we're gonna roll. So I just did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Wow.
So I did 8 damage to the one in your space. That's as good as you can get.
To the one in my space?
To one in your space.
Oh my gosh, we might kill it.
I said it. Then I'm gonna go ahead, and that means it's gonna have 1 defense, only 1. This is physical damage, and it's 1 physical defense. So it's going to do 7 damage to it. And then this over here, this crossbow goes back here, and we lower that guy. That's D. Lower him by 7, so he's going to have from 13 down to 16.
23 to 16.
That is the exact way to say it. Yes, you're not incorrect. Okay, and that was my turn. I'm all out of stamina. I'm so lost without you. I'm all out of stamina.
Ready?
Yeah, go ahead.
Alright, so I am going to use... I love these 2-handed cards. I'm so happy that I chose these.
Pause. Should I have discarded Blinding Arrow? Would it help you?
I would be doing more damage to
I
them,
can't.
but,
Never mind.
Okay, I was gonna say I think we're killing it anyway.
Well, it's post also because it has unknown information. It has if you roll the thingy, which I rolled. So I'd rather not do that. I'm legit. I don't cheat when people are watching on camera.
So I'm going to use Armor Breaker.
Go ahead.
So this will get played here. It will cost me 1 to play it. And it says it requires 2 hands melee weapon, which I have. I have my Earth Staff. And it says make an attack with a 2 hands melee weapon, roll +1 blue die. And if I roll any of that special symbol, I will give them Sundered.
So you're rolling 4 blue dice. Whoa.
That's my first attack.
That is your first attack.
I'm attacking 3 times on this guy.
That's beautiful.
I think we're going to kill it,
So you can't use your Armor Breaker again.
I'm not going to.
Yeah, okay. That's 1, 2. Any other stats? Just Sunder. So you have 2 and Sunder.
It's this though, so it is +1 damage, I believe.
+1 damage, yes.
Because it's with that weapon.
So you have 1, 2, and 3. That's gonna be 2 damage to it because it has 1 shield. Are you less enamored with your attack now?
No, because I'm gonna keep going, and then it gains the Sundered.
If you roll any, your space becomes oily.
Yes, that's what I was trying to remember.
So
because I rolled this,
and
it
grab
becomes
the oily condition. I believe the oily one is this one over here. I believe. Let me just double check though. That is oily is this side. So your space is oily. When anyone here takes fire damage, they take +2 more.
Okay.
And this guy is Sundered. He has -2 armor.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Okay.
But he takes 2 damage.
I'm now going to play all in. So this will cost me another
So this will flip face down once you're done with it.
True. And then this one requires the melee weapon again, and I can make an attack with it and add this to my roll.
Yep.
So I'm now rolling 3 blue plus 2.
That's going to be
So
3.
5.
So a few things happen. Your space is already oily, so that's fine as is. And then you're going to go ahead and deal 3 plus 2. Wait, sorry. Your damage is 3 plus 1 plus 2. Yes, okay, perfect. 5. So it's just straight up 5 damage.
Mm-hmm.
He goes down to 19.
9?
Well, I keep saying the right words. I'm doing this correctly.
You keep saying the right words?
No, I keep saying the wrong words.
You just said I keep
No,
saying
I
the
know.
right words?
That one was intentional.
Okay. So now this one will flip over, and now I'm going to use Tentacle Lash.
Now, what were you doing fire damage there? That was regular damage.
No,
Okay.
regular, yeah. But now I'm going to play Tentacle Lash.
Okay.
This one doesn't go to any of the places because it doesn't have the thing, but this will be my last 2. And I am now rolling 3 white instead.
3 white dice.
And I have the potential to blind him. Now, did you account for his armor being less and my less attack?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yep. That's going to be 2 more damage against him.
Plus 1.
Plus 1, 3 more damage against him. He's down to 6.
And he is now blinded.
He's blinded on top of everything. Oh my gosh. These people are slowly becoming more and more victim to, well, you. Okay.
And
Wait, where did they, the status? Blinded 2, and what was the other one? Sundered what?
I think 2 as well. 2. So the blinded would actually go to 3, wouldn't it?
No, they both stand 2.
Oh.
Okay.
And then that one goes back to my hand. And for my final trick, I will swap places with my cat to get out of there and be safe. Kind of.
They move 2.
Would it move toward you, potentially?
It can
then
change that.
Well, what do you mean?
We're equidistant, so in theory, because we're equidistant right now, it would go to whichever one we choose.
Okay, then maybe I will so that they're both 2 spots away from each other.
Okay.
Just that way they can I don't know.
There we go. Either
Plus
way.
it helps me move my cat around.
Yeah, by all means, let's do it. So right now, anyways, we're going to go ahead and go and we're going to do the enemy's turn. Well, technically, that's not true. We're not going to do the enemy's turn. We're going to end the combat round. No, the enemy's turn. Slow. They're going slow.
You got this.
We're going to go ahead and do slow. So we're going to resolve the attack die for the enemies. So we're going to go ahead and see who they attack. So we're going to go ahead and resolve C first because he's there. And C is targeting the closest enemy over here. So in general, if you roll this, you're going to check their targeting stat. And this right now is the lowest physical defense. But over here, we're doing the close enemy, which for C is me. So he's going to attack me, and he's going to roll 3 blue dice. So I guess we'll roll against each other. So if you want to roll against me, and he adds 4, which is obnoxious. Okay, so that's going to be 2. Plus 4, so a total of 6 against my current defense stat of, I think I have 2 physical damage. I think I have 2. That's all I have, 2 melee. I think that's all I have. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and roll 4. So he's going to be doing 6 minus 2 is going to be doing 4 damage to me. So I'm going to go down here, and we're going to let's drop this down to 3.
Goodness.
Okay. That is that, unfortunately.
I mean, you can recover.
Yeah. Yeah. But what about the other one?
What do you mean?
The other one might be a problem. We'll see what happens.
I'll help.
Okay, we shall see. We shall see. Anyways, I do have a healing potion. There's that.
Alright, so then now the other one will attack?
Yeah, I'm trying to think if there's anything I can do over here. I think...
I mean, you could do that because it was a pretty good roll, but...
It wasn't the best roll, that's the problem.
Yeah.
But the fact they do
You don't want it
4
to be
is just
worse.
brutal.
Yeah.
Is there anything we can do about that? We can kite them, I guess. These are interesting enemies. Oh, wait. No, D is blinded. Blinded is... reduced to your what's it called the range of all your skills and items is reduced to 0. You roll -1 die on all attacks. Okay.
Nice.
So let's go ahead and figure out where he's targeting. He's gonna be targeting the closest enemy. So we could have him go to you because we're equidistant.
But is he moving with the blinded thing? What does it say?
He's still
The
moving.
range
Yes, the
of all
range of your skills and items.
So not walking.
Correct.
All right, he can come to me. I don't mind.
Yeah.
For sure.
Also, it's worth noting we should make sure to stay in different. I'm only realizing this now, but they have an area attack, which means they would hit both.
We might as well. Yeah.
We should always try to split apart. Okay.
And then he's attacking me now.
He's attacking you. So I'll go ahead and roll.
So he rolls 1 less.
He rolls 1 less. And he gets 1 hit plus his 4 is going to be 5 damage, negated by your armor of 2.
Yep.
So you can take 3 damage.
Although, is it either of those types of damage?
No, he's regular damage.
Okay.
Regular melee.
So 2?
Yep.
No, 4.
4.
How much am I taking?
4 minus 2.
So 2. Right?
5 minus 2. I lied. 3.
Wait.
5. He does a plus 4, plus his 1 hit, so 5 minus 2.
Yep, so 3.
These guys are hard.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah.
there are a lot.
We gotta go quick. We gotta get them.
I mean, next round we'll be
A
down
is
to
gonna
one.
happen.
Yeah, we're gonna be down to, well, no, A's gonna be not this round, next round.
Okay. How much health does this one have left? 6?
6. So we will kill one of them. That's the good news.
Do you want to try to get that one with the bow, and I can
Sure.
move up to be with the other ones?
I'm currently range. I only have range 1, and based on where he is, I have to move. But I could do that honestly because it's not the worst. There's reasons I might move.
Oh, I forgot he's with me. If he's with me, I can just take him out.
Well, the problem is there a way to get them? There's nowhere that on this island that's 3 away from anything. Everything's 2 away. Is anything 3 away from anything?
No.
So no matter what happens, they're moving towards us. Okay.
But I could technically be closer, but that wouldn't always. Could we be equal distant? Why don't you go equal distant and then he'll go to me?
You can be. Yeah, sure.
Okay. So I'll go first.
Okay, so
Wait,
we'll go first.
should our cards
Oh,
now
these move down over here. Any cards you played do move, and now you can go ahead and go first.
Ones go back to your hand?
Yep.
Alright. So I will gain 4 here. Let's see, with 6 health. Yeah, I'll do this. So I will play all in.
Okay.
Now this one, because there's a card here,
It's
it
still,
has to
no,
go
no,
here.
still can still be on the same spots. They
Okay.
can share slots.
Okay. So I'm making another attack with 3 blue dice, please.
Okay.
And this might become oily. Alright, so I attacked him for 4.
Okay.
And it becomes oily.
So the space is also becoming oily as well. Okay.
And 4 damage.
4 damage against this guy. So he goes down to, he still has no, oh, these move down, by the way, so down to 1, but he goes down to 2 health. Okay.
Okay. He has 2 health.
You can do this.
Oh, for sure. I will use my tentacle lash. Oh, and I didn't spend this for that. I should have been at 4, paid the 1, and then 1, 2.
Okay.
And then I need 3 white instead. He's already blinded?
He's already blinded.
Well, this is doing +2 damage.
So you're...
Should I
killing
roll?
him. Yeah, I mean, of course you should roll. See how that goes. There you go. You killed him more. Okay.
Cool.
He's dead. This guy's dead and gone. Your guy's still alive.
Dead and gone away.
And now we go ahead to my
Well,
turn. Are you maybe still be going?
I have one more thing. So I will use that to move here.
Okay.
Well, is he gonna move and attack
He's
me?
not
I
going to
guess
be attacking me no matter what.
Okay, okay.
No matter what. It doesn't matter where you go. So I'm going to go ahead and figure out what I need to do right now, because I know that I'm going to be going invisible. That's part of why I know I'm not going to be targeted, because I only have 3 health, and I don't like that. So we're going to go ahead and, if I could play invisible this round, but do I want to do that first or not? I might want to do that last, because I don't see the benefit of doing it first. So I could do my crossbow once again, because my crossbow was very effective at doing a lot of damage. So combining it with blind means you would take less damage, but I think I'd rather save the blind for somebody else right now, actually. So what I think I'm going to do is... I need more stuff. If you're invisible, roll 2 for each of that. Requires bow, make up 3 attacks, not helpful. Healing. Ooh, healing. Wait, let me focus on this.
Ooh.
Your target heals equal to your roll. That could be me.
Okay. That could be me.
If they take that, for each thing you roll, remove your choice of bleeded, blinded, or poison from the target. Interesting. Do I want to try to do that instead?
Yeah. I mean, you could just take your potion, but you want to try.
Let me start with this, because it might affect what I do otherwise. So I'm going to go ahead and play this over here. So I'm going to play this. We're going to roll 3 blue dice. It is a single target attack. I don't think that counts as an attack, unfortunately. But I'm not sure. No, it's not attack. It's not attack. It's a special. So we're going to go ahead and target myself. We're going to do the following. We got 1, 2, 3, plus my star, so 4. Your target heals equal to your roll. For each star you rolled, remove your choice of bleeding, blinded, or poison. I have none of those. But I did just go up 4 health, which is pretty good.
Yeah, you're feeling
I'm feeling good again.
buffed again.
So I think if I have that in
card.
play, I can go ahead and just attack him now. This is going to go down into my special slot over here. So we're going to do that.
Did you not move this up at the start of...
I did not move it
Okay.
up. I should track that. You're not.
I was
incorrect.
worried that was the last thing you were
Nope,
doing.
nope. Now I'm going to crossbow him, so actually I'm going to be attacked. I'm not going invisible instead. I changed my mind now that I have 4 extra health.
Okay.
So I'm going to go ahead and attack him with my crossbow, and I guess, do I want to blind him?
Is he at full health?
He's at full health, yeah.
The other one, can you move the cards because
Yes,
it's dead anyway?
dead. Dead
Could
and
you even
gone,
move the thing?
dead
Oh, wait,
and
no.
gone,
Yeah.
done. Okay, so we got that. So right now what we're trying to do is we're trying to attack that guy. I still like my crossbow as a strong attack. So we're going to go ahead and roll a crossbow. So we're going to go ahead and grab 2 red dice, 1 blue dice, and we're going to attack with this once per round and hit that guy. We're going to hit that guy. Is there a double hit? There's not, unfortunately. Okay, fine. Okay. With equipped item, 2 roll. It's so interesting because here's the thing that's interesting to me. These dice, these do have them. Never mind. Okay, cool. All right, so we're gonna roll. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
All the damage.
So we did 5 against that guy.
+2?
+2, 7. Negated by 1.
Have you been doing that +2?
Yeah, I did that last
I guess
time.
the other one's dead anyway.
So, yeah. So, he's down by 6 because he has 1 armor. So he goes from 23 down to 17. Yes, I said it right this time.
That was great. I was paying attention, yeah.
You should, honestly, at this point. Okay, he's down to 17.
Do you want to blind him now, potentially?
So, again, I'd have to decide that beforehand, but I had already decided not.
Fair.
So, we're going to not on the blinding part, unfortunately.
We're gonna
not. But now he can go. Now he can go ahead and go. He'll take his turn. He'll decide who he wants to combat because I think it's going to be me regardless. But let's go ahead and roll the combat die and find out. So we're going to choose his targeting priority, which is going to be the person with the lowest physical defense. We both have the same amount of physical defense, which means he's going to go for closest as his tiebreaker, and that's going to be me. So he's going to go ahead and roll. And we're going to go ahead and roll his 3 blue dice. He's so obnoxious.
3 blue dice. See how they roll.
Okay, that's a much better roll. I can deal with that. Because these do nothing. So he's going to just roll that, which means it's 4, 5. Minus my 2 defense means he's going to be dealing 3 damage to me. And I healed 4, so I'm up 1. I'm up 1 this round.
We're fine.
We are fine. Fine, so fine. Okay. I didn't even use my healing potion. And that's all my stuff used.
Alright.
That's going to be that. That is the end of the round, which guess what time it is, Meg?
Time to get my cards back.
Well, it's also time to go ahead and do this over here.
Uh-oh.
We're going to go ahead and look and see what's coming for us in that zone.
Did we know?
I mean, I knew it was coming. I didn't know when it's coming. Rising tide. Sea waves crash onto the beach. Oh. Flip this card. All spaces on the map become wet. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and grab our wet tokens. So everything becomes wet.
Does that change the oil?
It changes it back to wet, basically.
Is that the +2?
Yeah. Any water damage is +2. Fortunately, they're not doing water damage to us yet. But I'm a little nervous that's the water damage coming.
There's probably a water demon coming.
That's what I think. So honestly, if you can make everything oily again, that'd be great. Okay.
I certainly can.
That's going to be the round, and now it's back to the top of the round, which means it's our turn again.
And now I get my cards back.
Should I smack him while I'm already there?
Sure.
Okay, and I should lower my thingy over there, lower cooldowns, and let's go ahead and get some 4 over here. So I'm going to get 4, and I'm going to try to figure out how I want to smack this person. Because I could once again hit him with my attack. I don't know what to do on these cards.
Again, if you blind him, I'll do extra damage.
Is it worth it? I should have blinded him last turn if I was doing that.
I can do a lot, so I don't think it's necessary.
Okay. I think what I will do is I'm invisible. I'm going to go ahead and do another crossbow attack.
If he's not blinded, I'll blind him, and then he'll be blinded.
Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and do another crossbow attack over here. So we're going to go ahead and crossbow attack. We're going to once again roll a blue and 2 reds with my single range 1 crossbow. And we're going to see what we get. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. Not as much as I'd like. And then 5, 6. So negated by 1 is 5. So it goes down to 12.
That's pretty good.
Still good enough that I'll keep it. Okay. Unfortunately, I don't do any extra for any of the other rolls. And I don't feel inclined to reroll. And then I'm going to go ahead and do Cloak and Dagger to go invisible. So I'm going to Cloak and Dagger it up over here. This is going to stay in play. It's going to go on 5 over here. But it's going to give me the invisibility status over here. Which is over here. That's going to go on 3. So I'm invisible for the next 3 rounds. And that's going to require 3 actions total. And I'm going to save a stamina for next round. Okay, Meg. Your turn.
Okay. Give me 1 second. Okay. I will pay 1 to move.
Okay.
And then I will play Armor Breaker.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm rolling 4 blue dice to attack this guy.
Great. Go for it.
Okay. Wow.
Whoa.
It's oily.
Yes.
And he's sundered.
Perfect.
Oily, sundered, and I am doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 damage. I don't know if the sundered part, I think that's after my damage, maybe. I'm not sure.
Sorry, what's the question?
Is the sundered for future attacks, or does
Future,
it...
I believe.
Okay.
What does it say?
I don't know.
What does it say? If you roll any of your target gains sundered. I think it's right now. I would say right now. Let's go ahead and roll that way. We could be wrong with this. Factor that in, but for the sake of moving forward.
So it's 7 damage, because I rolled 6 and I get +1.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 damage. Let's do it. He's down to 5.
That was for my first attack.
You're enjoying this a little too
Oh,
much.
I so am. Alright, so I moved 1, and then that was for that. So I'm now at 2, only 2 left, though. So...
But you moved 1, and you spent 1. Is that only 1?
Yeah.
Why are you so strong?
I love it. I love it.
I have blinding arrows.
And then I will do my tentacle lash.
Okay.
So that's with 3 white dice. That was great. Well,
that was good.
Yeah. I saw this first.
Yeah, I know.
Alright, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
He's dead.
Oh, okay.
That was great. Like I said. Okay.
And then, technically, is it still a combat round that I could move here? Because
No.
I think we should be spread out.
No, so combat rounds immediately, as soon as the last enemy dies, immediately ends.
Okay.
Anything.
Did these come back?
This actually should shift down, by the way. It shifts down, does not come back. So you resolve shifting, but everything else is not.
Okay.
Okay. That is that situation, which means
I
combat
love
over.
being powerful. It's my favorite.
Well, you get to read the back of this now.
Rock Jetty. Victory. You remove an inscribed stone from the corpse of one of the vegetals. Gain a small venom rune and 2 gold.
I'll take care of the rune if you want to grab 2 gold.
Beautiful. I definitely ripped that out of their bodies.
What's the small venom rune? You have to figure out whether this is...
It looks like this. So it's probably like this how I would drink it?
I'll have to look for it. We may have to figure that out separately. Because there's scrolls, there's healing grenades.
I agree, I have no idea what it is.
I'm not sure what a small venom rune is, so we may have to look that up separately while we go through this. It's not any of the consumables.
Very cool.
It does sound cool.
I looked at the tokens. I was like, could it be a token thing?
Well, I'll look at the tokens in a second to make sure it's not a token thing. Oh.
Cool!
There's runes. Oh, I haven't told you about runes yet.
No, you haven't!
Runes are things you can add to your gear. So this has 2 sides, and it can be equipped to either. Let's go ahead and show everyone, actually. So this is 2 sides up here. And basically, depending on which side you use, you can equip it to, for example,
Hold
this
on.
could be equipped.
And can we just talk about, guys, with my matching thing, how that matches the eyes again?
Yeah. So this one can be equipped to armor, and when you gain poison, reduces duration by 1. And this one gets equipped to a weapon. When you make a poison attack with this, add 1 damage. So do you want to be more offensive with poison, or be defensive against poison? And yes, you can move it around later. It's not locked in.
So I don't have anything like that
Then
right
you
now.
should go defensive.
So yeah. Would I put this where?
On the item itself. It just goes on the
Oh,
item.
so it goes on my armor?
Yeah.
When you gain poison, reduce its duration by 1. Cool.
I forgot
My
what it
traveling cloak matches all my stuff better now.
The important things. With that, we're going to go ahead and move the clock down because we are down to the next round. We're on to round 5, so we are running out of time here. That's the only problem. These enemies did take up some of our time. And that means it's time for the next exploration round, which I think at this point, honestly, I think I want to move to the... Oh, do we risk? We already had 1 attack, right? I don't think they're going to have 2 more attacks against us.
That's fair.
Game design. We're metagaming this. So
I
in
would
that
like
case,
to check out the Sandy Shore just because I like it.
then I'll go to the cliff face.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to head back down to the cliff face over here for this exploration round, and let's go ahead and exploration round it. You ready?
Wait, no. Let's think this out a little bit more.
Sure.
Because my cat is here,
Yes.
I can always go there if combat starts. I think I should go further from you, because I can always
they
get
have
closer.
range of 1.
Right.
Okay. So you'll be taking the sandy shores, and I'll be taking the cliff face. Other way around. You'll be taking the cliff face, and I'll be taking the sandy shore.
The
Okay.
Jersey Shore.
You want to read yours first?
Sure. Cliff face. A fortress stands in the distance, its stone walls nestled up against a tall rock outcropping. You have no doubt that it is the infamous Fort Joy. Squinting under the bright sun, you make out silhouettes descending upon the beach. Reveal journal card 17 and flip this card.
I literally just read that mine has 16, so I got 16 and didn't read yours.
Cliff face. Though the beach may offer more supplies, making your way to the fort could provide more direct answers. The party may go to Fort Joy entrance, page 5. If you decide not to, place this card in the holding area.
Okay, so now, the way it works is before we decide how to resolve this, you can go through all the stuff. So you can read 17 as well.
Okay. A few brawny prisoners appear on the beach, having made their way down from the fort. More fish washed up, one of them jokes, and the others begin to salvage for supplies in the shipwreck. A word to the wise, coin can only get you so far at Joy. Griff's always looking for more muscle. He can be your inside man just like he's done for your fellow shipmate Darkham, who came through the fort already.
Okay. The sand stretches out as far as the eye can see. You notice faint tracks all but erased by a warm sea breeze. 2 elven children wearing source collars splashed in the nearby tide pools but stopped to look at you. You don't look like pirates. Reveal journal card 16. The disheveled children keep the distance but call out as soon as you walk down the beach. We tried to warn the pirate about the monsters further up the beach, one of them starts, but he ran off in a hurry. People say source flows through everything here on account of the goddess Amadia. Sometimes it brings the void awoken. Other times it makes new kinds of monsters. If you go up the beach, you ought to mind the vegetables. They bite and gnash and growl. I think that was warning us about the rock.
Yep.
Jetty right there. So, yeah. With that, the children roar at you. Perhaps the tales of monsters are told to them to prevent them from wandering too far. Nonetheless, you keep your guard up. This, if only we'd explored in different directions.
I'm happy we fought. I love
Oh,
fighting.
you did get a small red moon.
Yeah.
Sandy shore. Whoever left these prints in the sand may be the best lead you've had so far in your search for answers. You may follow the fastest appearing tracks or continue on your way. The party may go to Upper Beach if you decide not to. So, do we want to go to Upper Beach?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what you want?
Yeah.
Sandy shore?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're exploring the world.
Yeah. Let's explore.
Interesting. We're exploring the world. So, we're going to go ahead and take everything off the board over here. And we're going to go to the Upper Beach. Now, the thing I genuinely don't know yet is I don't know if we're calling this yet right now. I have no idea.
So
if this
something
is
interesting, like my traveling trinket, it says flip this face up when you travel to a new location. So if I had used it, now is when I would be flipping it, right?
Yeah. See, what I'm trying to figure out is, so this is now a new location.
You're saying, did we just kind of finish this
No,
and
no.
now we have the 2 new locations for new things?
We definitely have a new location. We now
have
put
2.
up. We only have one location.
No, the one that I read also
These
said
go
go
away.
to page 5.
They go. Oh, we can choose. You can't go to both.
Sure, but I'm saying
Yeah.
multiple places are being unlocked right now.
Correct, but I'm saying right now we're about to move to a new location, and these cards all go away. The thing I'm not sure of is this a natural ending point, or do you just keep going? We can stop, or we can keep going right now.
I'm
What's your vibe?
I'm caught off guard.
I'm caught off guard too. I'm not sure because like how far these go. This can
Either way, do you want to end the video and continue,
That's the
or
question.
keep videoing? We're
No.
discussing this live.
Yeah, we'll discuss this. We'll figure this out. Well, if we stop, if we continue
I
going,
think
would
we
do
should do a video per location, or else how else would we keep track?
I agree. Instinctively, I agree.
Hey,
All right.
see you guys at the sandy place.
The Upper
Where are we
Beach.
going? The Upper Beach. Check
the
you out
Upper
at the
Beach.
Upper Beach next time.
We're gonna be back at the Upper Beach next time we're over here. Assuming we're not sure how far we're doing this in terms of videos and all that stuff. But the next time we return to this, filmed or not, we'll be at the Upper Beach and we'll see how that goes.
Basically, a giant letterbox.
And with that, I'm Alex Radcliffe from Board Game Co.
I'm Professor Meg.
And have a good one.
Bye.